everyone, this is Roxana, and in this video I'm gonna explain some useful methods of string class. Now, as you all know, a string is a reference data type that can be used to store one or more characters or words, and reference data types have access to some fairly useful methods. Here I will solve one exercise to explain some important methods of string like replace, length, uppercase, charAt, and concat. Let's start with creating a new class. Right click on package, click on new class. Let's give it a name as string math. Hit the first check mark and hit finish. So it created a new class for me. And I will use this exercise to explain all the methods. Let's comment out that okay. Um, so my exercise is ready. My first task is to ask the user for a string. When a program asks you to enter something and you enter it, that's called the input. To get input in Java, we can use a scanner. Without a scanner, a program wouldn't let the user to interact with it. But with a scanner, we can capture what the user types and can interact with that. So my first task is to get the input from the user. Let's print something to ask the user to give his input, like um, so. Please enter a string. Okay. And to catch up the user input, I will use the scanner object in here. Scanner scan equal to new scanner inside parentheses. I'll put system dot in. So you can see the red underline in a scanner. If you hover over on that, it will suggest to import something. Import scanner java util, and it has added a line import java.util.scanner. This brings the scanner code into our program, and without importing this statement, the scanner won't work. And this goes for the most of the things in Java that are imported in this format. And the system in to the way to interact with Java in Eclipse is through the console window, and we'll be typing into it. That's called the system in. And then we'll use the next line method next cn dot next line, and I'll store the value. I'll use one variable, and suppose the variable name is input, string input, equal to scan dot next line, and I'll print this input in the console. So let's run the program up to this point. Java application, okay, and it is asking please enter a string. Suppose I put hello in here, and it will print hello. So my next task is to convert that string to all uppercase, and it will print the capital hello in here. For this I will use toUpppercase method, like my input dot, and if I put dot it will suggest all the methods available in here. I will use a to sorted out the most important method in here, and input dot toUpppercase. Again, the return type of this method is string, and I store its value with one new string. Let's give it a name as uCase input. Let's print it. uCase input. So my next task is print the length of this string. So to having the length of a string, we have a very handy method which is called the length. Here our new input is uCase input. If I put dot and give len, here it is, and the return type of this statement is integer, so I will store this with integer variable. Let's give it a name as len, and I'll print this len. Okay, so my third task is done. Next task is to replace O with G, and it should print health. So my new word is capital health, and I will replace the O with G in here, and for this I will use the replace method. So uCase input dot replace. Here you can see it is suggesting to put the old character first, and in the second step it is asking to put the character that I want to put in replace of O. Here my old character is capital O. I'll put is the inside first quotation mark, so it is capital O, and I will replace it with G, and I'll put capital G in here, and I'll give it a name as a replaced input, and I'll print it. So my new input is replaced input now. And my fifth task, to print out the last character of this string. So my last character here is G. So I will use one method called the charAt to print the last character of this string. So let's do it. Replaced input dot charAt, and here it is suggesting to put the index of the character I want to print. That means it is the last index. So here my last index is G. In other words, I can say its length minus 1. Length. Length. Sorry, I have to put my string name first. Replaced input dot length minus 1, and it will give me the length of my last character of the string. And again I will store it with one variable. In this case my return type is character, so I will use char and give it a name as the last char equal to. Okay, let's print it. I'll print the last char. And my last task is to concatenate the string from step 1 with the string test. That means I have to concat test with very new initial word, which was hello. So I'll use the method, the concat method in here. My initial input was the name as input dot concat, and I'll concat it with a new string called test. Test, and I will use one space before it, and directly I will print this out. So my task is done. Let's run the program and see how it goes. Here, please enter a string. Suppose I am putting input as hello, and this outcome comes in here. Here first it printed hello, and then my second task was to convert the all small letter hello to capital letter hello, and this is the capital letter hello. And my next task was to print the length of this string, and it is 1 2 3 4 5. And my next task was to replace O with G. That means it should be held like that. And then the next task was to print the last character of this string. It is G. And my last task was to concat the test word with hello. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.